wine, lies the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. This philosophy, a beacon through the ages, guides us not only through the tumult of life's challenges, but also through the intricate dance of human relationships. Today, we venture into the realm of love and companionship, guided by the Stoic sages of old, to uncover what smart men should avoid in their dealings with women. As we peel back the layers of interaction, the echoes of Zeno, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius whisper to us through the ages, urging wisdom, courage, and temperance. What missteps should a wise man avoid in the pursuit of harmony and understanding? What pitfalls lurk in the spaces between us, waiting to ensnare the unwary? Join me as we explore 9 crucial admonitions, 9 reflections in the Stoic mirror, that promise not just to preserve the peace, but to deepen the bonds of affection and respect. So, let us step cautiously yet confidently on this path, illuminated by the stark light of Stoic wisdom. For in understanding what not to do, we often find the most profound insights into what we must do. Avoid impulsive reactions. In the serene world of Stoicism, the emphasis is always on mastery over one's emotions, not through suppression, but through understanding and reasoned thought. Marcus Aurelius, a pillar of Stoic philosophy, counseled that we have the power to hold no opinion about a thing, and thereby be at peace. In relationships, this guidance becomes crucial. The Stoic practice of thoughtful response over emotional reaction helps us navigate the turbulent waters of interpersonal dynamics with grace and composure. The Stoic method: pause and reflect. When faced with a situation that triggers an emotional response, be it anger, frustration, or disappointment, a Stoic-inspired approach is to first pause. This momentary pause is not a sign of indecision, but a deliberate choice to engage the rational mind. By stepping back, we allow ourselves the space to reflect on the nature of our emotional response, its origins, and its validity. This pause can be the difference between a harsh word that wounds and a compassionate conversation that heals. Real-life example: the forgotten anniversary. Consider a common scenario. A man forgets a significant anniversary, and his partner reacts with hurt and disappointment. An impulsive reaction might lead him to defensively argue or dismiss her feelings, which only escalates the conflict. Instead, applying a Stoic approach, he might pause to understand his emotions and hers. Recognizing his oversight, he can acknowledge her feelings sincerely and discuss ways to make amends and avoid similar issues in the future. This thoughtful response opens the way for constructive dialogue and mutual understanding, rather than conflict. By adopting this Stoic practice, not only do we prevent many of the knee-jerk reactions that can damage relationships, but we also cultivate a deeper respect and understanding between partners. In the calm of considered response lies the strength of deep, enduring connections. Don't try to control their feelings. A central tenet of Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Our reactions, our decisions, our judgments, these are under our influence. Conversely, the feelings of others, as much as we might wish to sway them, are not for us to command. This principle is especially pertinent in the realm of personal relationships, where the futile attempt to control a partner's emotions can lead to frustration and strife. Stoic wisdom: focus on what you can control. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously stated that we should concern ourselves only with what is within our power. This wisdom encourages us to focus on our own behaviors and responses, rather than attempting to direct how others feel. In the context of a relationship, this means fostering an environment of understanding and support, rather than trying to mold a partner's emotions to fit our expectations. The backfire of control. Trying to control a partner's emotions can often backfire, leading to resentment and a feeling of suffocation in the relationship. For instance, imagine a scenario where one partner is visibly upset about a personal setback. The other partner, uncomfortable with the display of sadness, might attempt to quickly fix the situation or dismiss the feelings as unimportant. This not only invalidates the first partner's emotional experience, but also can lead to a deeper rift between them, because the emotional support was missing when most needed. Instead of attempting to control or change how a partner feels, a Stoic approach advocates for acceptance and compassion. By accepting that we cannot and should not control another's emotions, we open the door to genuine understanding. We can offer support, listen actively, and provide comfort, but we must avoid the urge to manipulate or change their emotional state to suit our comfort levels. In this way, by focusing on what we can control, our actions and responses, we build a healthier, more resilient foundation for relationships. This not only honors the Stoic philosophy, but also respects the autonomy and emotional integrity of our partners, fostering a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding.
Never assume you understand completely. In the Stoic pursuit of wisdom, one must continually remind oneself of the limits of one's knowledge and the vastness of what remains unknown. This humble acceptance of our own limitations is crucial in personal relationships, particularly in communications with our partners. Assuming we fully understand our partners without thorough communication can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts that might have been easily avoided. The value of communication. Stoicism teaches us the value of clear and open communication as a path to true understanding. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, argued that while we are free to choose our responses, our assumptions often lead us astray. In relationships, it is easy to believe that we know our partners so well that their thoughts and feelings are transparent to us. However, such assumptions can be a great misstep, neglecting the complexities and growth that continuously shape an individual. The dangers of assumptions. Assuming knowledge without verification can lead to inappropriate reactions and decisions that do not align with the actual needs or feelings of our partners. For example, imagine a partner who seems unusually quiet and withdrawn. One might assume they need space and decide to avoid contact, when in actuality, they are silently hoping for support and connection during a difficult time. By making an assumption, the opportunity for deeper connection and support is missed. Stoic practice, keeping an open mind and learning. The Stoic approach involves maintaining an open mind and a commitment to ongoing learning within the relationship. This means actively asking questions, encouraging your partner to express their thoughts and feelings, and listening attentively without preconceptions. The practice of suspending immediate judgment and striving to learn from each interaction embodies the Stoic ideal of growth and wisdom. In adhering to these principles, we foster a relationship environment where both partners feel heard and understood. This not only prevents conflicts born of miscommunication but also enriches the relationship, allowing it to thrive on a foundation of mutual understanding and respect. Therefore, never assume you understand completely. Instead, continue to communicate, inquire, and learn from one another. This is the path to true understanding and a lasting partnership illuminated by the wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism advocates for a life of virtue in which one's own needs are not overlooked in the pursuit of helping others. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, promotes the idea that caring for oneself is a duty equivalent to the duty one has to others. Neglecting personal well-being can lead to resentment, burnout, and a decrease in the ability to be present and supportive in relationships. Therefore, a Stoic finds virtue in maintaining their health, peace of mind, and emotional stability, as these are crucial for performing one's roles effectively within any relationship. The importance of self-awareness and internal harmony. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Knowing oneself deeply, the strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears, allows for a life lived with intention and wisdom. This internal harmony is achieved through practices such as reflection, meditation, and honest self-assessment. It involves understanding one's capacities and limits, ensuring that while one is generous in their relationships, they do not compromise their own essential needs. For instance, consider a relationship where one partner consistently sacrifices their own needs for the sake of the other's happiness. Over time, this imbalance can lead to internal discord and unhappiness, which ultimately affects the relationship negatively. Stoicism would guide the individual to recognize the necessity of addressing their own needs and communicating them clearly, ensuring that self-sacrifice does not lead to self-neglect. Practical steps for maintaining balance. Regular self-reflection. Engage in daily or weekly practices of self-reflection to understand your needs and feelings. Communicate openly. Share your needs with your partner in a clear and honest manner to ensure mutual understanding and support. Set boundaries. Establish healthy boundaries that allow for personal growth and time, as well as shared experiences. By ensuring that you do not neglect your own needs, you embody the Stoic ideal of a well-balanced life. This balance not only allows you to be more present and supportive as a partner, but also ensures that the relationship is built on a foundation of mutual care and respect. Remember, in caring for yourself, you are not only honoring your own life but also enhancing your capacity to contribute positively to the lives of those around you. Avoid excessive praise or criticism. Stoicism advocates for moderation and equanimity in all aspects of life, including the way we communicate. This balanced approach is particularly important in relationships where the words we choose can significantly impact our interactions and the overall health of the partnership. Striving for a balance between praise and criticism is a reflection of the Stoic pursuit of equanimity in speech, ensuring that our expressions contribute to harmony rather than discord. Stoic equanimity in speech. Equanimity, a central Stoic virtue, involves maintaining a steady and balanced emotional state regardless of external circumstances. When applied to communication within relationships, it encourages us to avoid extremes. Excessive praise, while seemingly benign, can set unrealistic expectations and may come across as insincere or patronizing. On the other hand, excessive criticism can erode self-esteem and foster resentment. A Stoic aims to communicate honestly but with a mindfulness that preserves the dignity and respect of both partners. The effects of imbalance in addressing a partner. When one partner regularly showers the other with extravagant praise, it can create pressure to live up to an idealized image, potentially leading to anxiety and a sense of inadequacy when one inevitably falls short of these lofty expectations. Conversely, a relationship characterized by frequent criticism can become a breeding ground for insecurity and unhappiness, making it difficult for the criticized partner to feel valued or accepted. For instance, consider a couple where one partner often criticizes the other for their housekeeping habits. If these criticisms are not balanced with recognition of the partner's contributions in other areas, it can lead to a feeling of being undervalued and misunderstood, which might strain the relationship over time. Practicing balanced communication. Mindful speaking. Before speaking, consider whether your words are true, necessary, and kind. This reflective pause helps maintain a balanced approach. Constructive feedback: when criticism is necessary, frame it constructively. Focus on the specific behavior rather than the person and suggest ways to improve or solve the problem together. Genuine praise: offer praise when it is genuinely merited. Be specific about what you appreciate, which reinforces positive behaviors and qualities without overdoing it. By adhering to these Stoic principles of balanced communication, you cultivate a relationship where both partners feel seen, heard, and respected. This approach not only supports individual growth but also strengthens the bond between partners, fostering a healthy, resilient, and loving relationship.
Do not shy away from difficult conversations. In Stoicism, courage is not merely about bravery in physical endeavors, but also involves facing uncomfortable truths and engaging in challenging discussions. This aspect of courage is particularly vital in maintaining healthy, transparent relationships. Stoic philosophy encourages us to approach problems with a rational, open mind, recognizing that avoiding difficult conversations can lead to greater misunderstandings and resentments. Courage in facing uncomfortable truths. True courage in a Stoic sense involves confronting issues directly and constructively, even when it feels easier to avoid them. In relationships, this means addressing concerns and conflicts as they arise, rather than allowing them to fester. By courageously engaging in these difficult conversations, partners demonstrate a commitment to the relationship and to each other's well-being. The Stoic approach to problem-solving in relationships. Stoicism teaches us to approach problems with a focus on solutions that are within our control, grounded in reason and mutual respect. This approach begins with an honest assessment of the situation, devoid of emotional turmoil. It involves listening actively to your partner, understanding their perspective, and then jointly exploring resolutions that align with both partners' values and needs. For example, consider a scenario where financial stress is affecting a relationship. Avoiding this conversation can lead to increased anxiety and strain. However, a Stoic approach would encourage the partners to sit down and openly discuss their financial fears and responsibilities, outline their current realities, and collaboratively plan a way to manage their finances more effectively. Such a discussion, though difficult, can lead to practical solutions and a deeper sense of partnership. Practical tips for navigating difficult conversations. Prepare mentally. Reflect on the importance of the conversation and its potential benefits to the relationship. Approaching the discussion with a positive, constructive mindset can set the tone for a productive interaction. Use I statements. Communicate your feelings and thoughts without placing blame, using I statements to express how specific actions or situations make you feel. Listen actively. Give your partner your full attention, listen without interruption, and confirm your understanding of their points before responding. This shows respect and a genuine interest in their perspective. Seek common ground. Focus on finding solutions or compromises that address the concerns of both partners. This collaborative approach fosters a stronger bond and mutual respect. By not shying away from difficult conversations, you honor the Stoic virtues of courage and wisdom. This not only resolves immediate issues, but also strengthens the relationship over the long term, building a foundation of trust and open communication that can weather future challenges. In embracing the Stoic principles we've explored today, smart men can navigate their relationships with wisdom, balance, and integrity. By avoiding impulsive reactions, not trying to control others' feelings, and engaging in honest communication, we cultivate deeper understanding and respect. Balancing self-care with the care of others, maintaining equanimity in our speech, and not shying away from difficult conversations are all critical for fostering healthy, enduring partnerships. Stoicism doesn't just offer a philosophical view. It provides practical strategies that can be applied to enhance our daily lives and relationships. By adhering to these timeless principles, we build stronger, more resilient bonds with those we love, ensuring that both partners feel valued, understood, and supported. Thank you for joining me in this journey through Stoic wisdom in relationships. If you found these insights valuable, please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on more content like this. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How have Stoic principles influenced your relationships? Remember, the path to wisdom is a continual journey, and each step we take in understanding and applying these principles brings us closer to a life of fulfillment and harmony. Until next time, keep seeking wisdom in all aspects of your life. Farewell, and may your relationships flourish with the guidance of Stoicism. In the shadowy corners of our mind, where emotions and reason intertwine, lies the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. This philosophy, a beacon through the ages, guides us not only through the tumult of life's challenges, but also through the intricate dance of human relationships. Today, we venture into the realm of love and companionship, guided by the Stoic sages of old, to uncover what smart men should avoid in their dealings with women. As we peel back the layers of interaction, the echoes of Zeno, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius whisper to us through the ages, urging wisdom, courage, and temperance. What missteps should a wise man avoid in the pursuit of harmony and understanding? What pitfalls lurk in the spaces between us, waiting to ensnare the unwary? Join me as we explore 9 crucial admonitions, 9 reflections in the Stoic mirror, that promise not just to preserve the peace, but to deepen the bonds of affection and respect. So, let us step cautiously yet confidently on this path, illuminated by the stark light of Stoic wisdom. For in understanding what not to do, we often find the most profound insights into what we must do. Avoid impulsive reactions. In the serene world of Stoicism, the emphasis is always on mastery over one's emotions, not through suppression, but through understanding and reasoned thought. Marcus Aurelius, a pillar of Stoic philosophy, counseled that we have the power to hold no opinion about a thing, and thereby be at peace. In relationships, this guidance becomes crucial. The Stoic practice of thoughtful response over emotional reaction helps us navigate the turbulent waters of interpersonal dynamics with grace and composure. The Stoic method: pause and reflect. When faced with a situation that triggers an emotional response, be it anger, frustration, or disappointment, a Stoic-inspired approach is to first pause. This momentary pause is not a sign of indecision, but a deliberate choice to engage the rational mind. By stepping back, we allow ourselves the space to reflect on the nature of our emotional response, its origins, and its validity. This pause can be the difference between a harsh word that wounds and a compassionate conversation that heals. Real-life example: the forgotten anniversary. Consider a common scenario. A man forgets a significant anniversary, and his partner reacts with hurt and disappointment. An impulsive reaction might lead him to defensively argue or dismiss her feelings, which only escalates the conflict. Instead, applying a Stoic approach, he might pause to understand his emotions and hers. Recognizing his oversight, he can acknowledge her feelings.
Imagine the serene light of dawn, a timeless herald of beginnings. As the first rays of sunlight gently pierce the horizon, so too can our minds be illuminated with purpose and tranquility. This morning, like every morning, offers a blank canvas, yet how shall we paint our day? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy crafted amidst the echoes of the Roman Forum and the stillness of the Athenian academies, teaches us not just to endure life's tumults, but to embrace them with a poised heart and discerning mind. Today, we journey through a Stoic morning routine, one meticulously designed not merely to start our day, but to transcend it. Join me as we explore 10 empowering practices that root our actions in wisdom, fortify our spirits with courage, and nurture our communities with compassion. Let this morning be not just another sequence of hours, but a deliberate stride towards a life well lived. Are you ready to transform your everyday dawn into a wellspring of Stoic virtue? Let us begin our day the Stoic way. Stoicism, a robust thread in the fabric of ancient philosophy, emerged in the vibrant landscapes of early Greece, later flourishing within the intellectual circles of Rome. It was conceived by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BCE, and it evolved into a practical philosophy that emphasizes wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as the cardinal virtues guiding human conduct. At the heart of Stoicism lies the profound acceptance of our external circumstances, paired with a relentless focus on our internal reactions. Stoics distinguish between what is within our control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and what is not, such as the behavior of others, the weather, and the passing of time. This fundamental dichotomy serves as the cornerstone of Stoic thought. We gain tranquility and empowerment by concentrating our energies solely on the realms within our personal influence. The philosophy teaches that true contentment is found not in material wealth or external accolades, but in living a life of virtue in accordance with nature. To a Stoic, every challenge is an opportunity to practice virtue, and every interaction is a chance to express character. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this when he wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In our exploration of a Stoic morning routine, we draw on these principles not as mere historical artifacts, but as living wisdom capable of transforming our everyday lives. By integrating Stoic practices into the start of our day, we set a foundation of calmness, resilience, and ethical clarity that supports us through the vicissitudes of daily existence. As we delve into the 10 Stoic morning routines, let us carry with us this understanding of Stoicism, not just as a way to withstand life's storms, but to navigate them with grace, fortitude, and virtue. Part 2: The 10 Stoic Morning Routines. A Stoic morning routine is designed not just to start your day, but to enrich it with practices that enhance self-control, resilience, and ethical clarity. Each element of the routine draws from Stoic philosophy, focusing on inner peace and virtue-driven living. 1. Mindful meditation. Begin the day with mindful meditation. Sit in a quiet place and concentrate on your breathing to anchor yourself in the present moment. This practice is about observing your thoughts passively and returning your focus to your breath, embodying Marcus Aurelius' principle of living with the present. 2. Journaling reflections. Maintain a daily journal where you reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Write about what you are grateful for and identify areas where you can improve, aligning your actions closer to Stoic virtues. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-awareness and for tracking personal growth over time. 3. Read Stoic texts or quotes. Dedicate time each morning to reading a passage or quote from classical Stoic texts like Epictetus' Enchiridion or Seneca's Letters from a Stoic. This habit keeps you connected with Stoic wisdom, providing philosophical insights and practical advice for everyday life. 4. Set intentions for the day. Reflect on what you wish to achieve today, focusing only on aspects within your control. Setting intentions helps direct your actions and ensures that your day is guided by purpose and Stoic principles, like acting with virtue and focusing on the present. 5. Physical exercise. Incorporate physical activity into your morning routine. Stoicism advocates for the harmony of mind and body, suggesting that physical health supports mental strength. Exercises like yoga, stretching, or a brisk walk can invigorate your body and sharpen your mind. 6. Practice mindfulness during breakfast. Eat your breakfast mindfully, paying attention to the experience of eating. Notice the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. This practice helps you enjoy the moment and fosters a deeper appreciation for the simple act of nourishing your body. 7. Visualize challenges. Engage in the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, which involves visualizing potential challenges you might face during the day. By anticipating these challenges, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to handle them with grace and composure. 8. Review personal virtues. Take a moment each morning to think about the Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Consider how you can demonstrate these virtues throughout your day, using them as a guide for your actions and decisions. 9. Act with kindness. Identify an act of kindness you can perform. Stoicism teaches the importance of social virtues, emphasizing support and empathy towards others. This could be anything from a thoughtful gesture to a more substantial act of help or support. 10. Prepare for the evening review. End your morning routine by preparing for an evening reflection. Set a reminder or place a notebook in a visible spot to jot down your day's experiences, focusing on how well you aligned with your Stoic principles and what improvements can be made for the future. These 10 routines help you to start each day with intention and mindfulness, fostering a lifestyle that is both reflective and action-oriented, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Part 3. Deepening your Stoic practice. To truly embrace and benefit from the Stoic morning routines, it's essential to understand and internalize the deeper concepts of Stoic philosophy that can enrich these practices. In this section, we will explore how embedding Stoicism more deeply into your daily life can transform not only your mornings but your entire approach to living. Understanding the role of virtue. In Stoicism, the concept of virtue is not merely about moral goodness but is considered the sole good. Virtue consists of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and living according to these virtues leads to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Every morning, when you engage in your routines, you are essentially training yourself to become more virtuous. This is akin to an athlete preparing for competition. Each exercise is targeted to strengthen and enhance your moral character. The value of reflective practice. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. It's not just about self-improvement but understanding the nature of our impulses and reactions. By reflecting, particularly through morning journaling and evening reviews, you foster an ongoing dialogue with yourself. This reflective practice helps you recognize patterns in your thoughts and behaviors, enabling you to make more deliberate choices that align with your Stoic ideals. Embracing amor fati, love of fate. One of the more profound Stoic principles is amor fati, or love of fate. This concept encourages you to embrace everything that happens to you, including suffering and loss, with a positive spirit. In your morning visualization of challenges, instead of merely preparing for adversity, try to cultivate an attitude of embracing whatever the day may bring with acceptance and enthusiasm, seeing each challenge as an opportunity to grow. Practicing Stoic acceptance. Acceptance is crucial in Stoicism. It involves distinguishing between what is in your control and what is not, and fully accepting the latter. During your morning routines, when setting intentions or during meditation, reinforce the practice of focusing on your actions and attitudes rather than external outcomes. This acceptance helps reduce frustration and anxiety over uncontrollable aspects of life. The social aspect of Stoicism. Stoicism is not a solitary practice, it deeply values community and relationships. Acts of kindness, one of your morning routines, are not just about benevolence but about reinforcing your role within a social network. Each interaction is an opportunity to practice virtues like justice and temperance, contributing positively to the lives of others and your community. Continuous learning and adaptation. A Stoic is always a student, continually learning from every source available, be it texts, the environment, or experiences. Incorporate this mindset into your morning reading and throughout your day. Always be open to new ideas, ready to adapt and refine your practices as you gain more insights into Stoic philosophy and its application to modern life. Integration with modern tools. While Stoicism is an ancient philosophy, it can be seamlessly integrated with modern tools and technologies. Use apps for meditation, reminders for your reflective practices, and online communities to share and expand your understanding. Leverage these tools to stay committed to your Stoic morning routine and to connect with like-minded individuals who can support and challenge you in your journey. By deepening your understanding and practice of Stoicism, your morning routines become more than just tasks. They transform into profound acts of self-development that prepare you to face the day with calmness, resilience, and virtue. This ongoing commitment to living stoically paves the way for a life not just endured but truly enriched and enjoyed.
Part 3. Deepening your Stoic practice. To truly embrace and benefit from the Stoic morning routines, it's essential to understand and internalize the deeper concepts of Stoic philosophy that can enrich these practices. In this section, we will explore how embedding Stoicism more deeply into your daily life can transform not only your mornings but your entire approach to living. Understanding the role of virtue. In Stoicism, the concept of virtue is not merely about moral goodness, but is considered the sole good. Virtue consists of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and living according to these virtues leads to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Every morning, when you engage in your routines, you are essentially training yourself to become more virtuous. This is akin to an athlete preparing for competition. Each exercise is targeted to strengthen and enhance your moral character. The value of reflective practice. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. It's not just about self-improvement, but understanding the nature of our impulses and reactions. By reflecting, particularly through morning journaling and evening reviews, you foster an ongoing dialogue with yourself. This reflective practice helps you recognize patterns in your thoughts and behaviors, enabling you to make more deliberate choices that align with your Stoic ideals. Embracing amor fati, love of fate. One of the more profound Stoic principles is amor fati, or love of fate. This concept encourages you to embrace everything that happens to you, including suffering and loss, with a positive spirit. In your morning visualization of challenges, instead of merely preparing for adversity, try to cultivate an attitude of embracing whatever the day may bring with acceptance and enthusiasm, seeing each challenge as an opportunity to grow. Practicing Stoic acceptance. Acceptance is crucial in Stoicism. It involves distinguishing between what is in your control and what is not, and fully accepting the latter. During your morning routines, when setting intentions or during meditation, reinforce the practice of focusing on your actions and attitudes rather than external outcomes. This acceptance helps reduce frustration and anxiety over uncontrollable aspects of life. The social aspect of Stoicism. Stoicism is not a solitary practice. It deeply values community and relationships. Acts of kindness, one of your morning routines, are not just about benevolence, but about reinforcing your role within a social network. In the mosaic of human experience, the threads that bind us are woven not just with affection, but with wisdom. Welcome to a journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, where today, we uncover the secret to becoming indispensable in your relationships. Through the ages, the Stoic masters, Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, taught that the essence of our interactions lies not in mere presence, but in profound significance and mutual growth. In this exploration, we are not merely discussing common relationship advice. We are diving into a deep, philosophical framework that has stood the test of time. Stoicism offers more than just endurance amidst adversity. It provides a blueprint for enriching every connection you forge. Seneca, with his sharp insights into the human soul, and Marcus Aurelius, with his meditations on virtue, both understood that to be indispensable in any relationship, one must first cultivate an unshakable core within oneself. Today, we will learn from their wisdom, distilled into 10 fundamental rules that promise not just to sustain, but to elevate your relationships to realms of mutual respect and unwavering loyalty. Prepare to transform your interactions, to deepen your connections, and to become a pillar of strength and reliability in the lives of those you care about. Let us step forward into this age-old wisdom, and let the teachings of Stoicism guide you to become truly indispensable. This is not just a lesson, it's a transformation. Welcome to You Will Be Indispensable in Your Relationships. 10 Basic Rules. Let the journey begin. Rule 1. Understand the nature of control. The first rule to becoming indispensable in your relationships draws from the Stoic principle known as the dichotomy of control, taught by the philosopher Epictetus. This rule invites you to discern clearly between what is within your control and what is not. In the realm of relationships, this understanding is crucial. What you can control: your own thoughts, your actions, your reactions, and your words. These are the foundations upon which you can build unshakable relationships. By focusing on your own behavior and responses, you cultivate a presence that is both calming and influential. What you cannot control: the thoughts, feelings, actions, and reactions of others. Trying to control these aspects can lead to frustration and conflict. It is a common misstep to assume we hold sway over the emotions and choices of those we care about. Applying this rule, begin by observing how often you feel upset or disturbed by something someone else says or does. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, remind yourself that your power lies in your response, not in altering their behavior. This shift in focus not only eases interpersonal tensions, but also enhances your influence in relationships. People are drawn to those who exhibit stability and composure in the face of life's unpredictabilities. Practical exercise. The next time you find yourself in a disagreement or a challenging situation in a relationship, pause and reflect on the dichotomy of control. Instead of reacting impulsively, choose a response that aligns with your values and represents who you aim to be in the relationship. This practice will not only improve the quality of your interactions, but also solidify your role as a reliable and indispensable figure in the lives of others. By mastering the nature of control, you set the stage for a relationship where influence is based on respect and wisdom, rather than force or manipulation. This is the essence of becoming indispensable, being a source of strength and serenity that others naturally gravitate towards in a world of uncertainty. Rule 2. Embrace objective judgment. The second rule in becoming indispensable in your relationships is to embrace objective judgment. This Stoic principle, deeply explored by Seneca, encourages us to strip away biases and emotional reactions to see situations as they truly are, not as they feel. Understanding objective judgment. This concept involves assessing situations, behaviors, and conflicts without the cloud of personal feelings or prejudices. It requires a dispassionate look at facts, separating what is happening from your internal narrative about what is happening. Why it's crucial. In relationships, emotions can heavily color our perceptions, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts that might have been avoidable with a clearer perspective. By adopting objective judgment, you ensure that your decisions and reactions are fair and balanced, which is essential for maintaining healthy and stable relationships. Applying this rule, start by recognizing when you are emotionally charged or heavily invested in an outcome. In such moments, take a step back to question your initial perceptions. Ask yourself, am I seeing the situation clearly, or am I being swayed by my emotions? Seek out facts and try to view the scenario from multiple perspectives, including that of the other person involved. Practical exercise. Whenever you find yourself in a heated moment or a potential conflict, practice the view from above technique, a Stoic method for gaining perspective. Imagine looking at the situation from a third-party viewpoint or even from a higher vantage point, like a bird in the sky. This mental shift helps to see the broader context and reduces the intensity of the moment, allowing for more rational and objective responses. Further application. Objective judgment also means acknowledging the good alongside the bad. In your relationships, actively look for and appreciate the positive aspects. This balanced view prevents the overshadowing of good qualities by the occasional flaws or mistakes, fostering a more supportive and nurturing environment. By embracing objective judgment, you not only become a voice of reason in your relationships, but also a figure of reliability and trust. Others will value your perspective and seek your company, not only for comfort, but for the clarity you bring into their lives. This is a key aspect of becoming truly indispensable.
Rule 3. Practice empathy. The third rule to becoming indispensable in your relationship centers on the practice of empathy. As Marcus Aurelius often reflected in his writings, understanding and sharing the feelings of others is not just a moral duty but a practical approach to harmonious living. Understanding empathy. Empathy involves more than merely recognizing others' emotions. It requires you to step into their shoes, to experience, as much as you can, what they are feeling from their perspective. This deep understanding helps navigate through the complexities of human emotions in any relationship. Why it's crucial. Empathy allows for deeper connections because it shows care and understanding for the emotional states of others. It bridges gaps between individuals, smoothing over misunderstandings and providing a foundation for strong and lasting relationships. When people feel understood, they are more open, communicative, and receptive to influence. Applying this rule, begin by actively listening when someone is speaking to you. Do not simply wait for your turn to respond or formulate your reply while they speak, but truly listen to understand. Observe their body language, tone of voice, and emotional expressions to gain a full picture of their message. Practical exercise. The next time someone shares a problem with you, instead of offering an immediate solution or opinion, try to reflect back what you've heard and validate their feelings. Say something like, "It sounds like you're really overwhelmed with this situation," or "I can see why you'd feel upset about that." This validation can be incredibly comforting to someone who may feel alone in their struggles. Further application: extend your empathy to everyday interactions, not just during times of conflict or distress. Show genuine interest in the lives of those around you, ask questions, and remember important details they share with you. This ongoing engagement shows that you value them not just in moments of need, but consistently. By practicing empathy, you become a key confidant and a pillar in the lives of those around you. Your relationships will deepen as others feel more seen, heard, and understood. This is an indispensable quality in any relationship, making you a cherished presence in the lives of others. Rule 4. Maintain your inner citadel. The fourth rule to becoming indispensable in your relationships involves maintaining your inner citadel, a concept famously explored by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations. The inner citadel represents your core of personal integrity and emotional resilience, your inner fortress that remains imperturbable by external circumstances. Understanding the inner citadel, this metaphorical fortress within you, is where your values, principles, and deepest beliefs reside. It is the part of you that remains steady and unchanged regardless of external events or emotional upheavals. By strengthening your inner citadel, you ensure that you can face any challenge in relationships with equanimity and wisdom. Why it's crucial: a well-maintained inner citadel allows you to remain calm and composed during conflicts or crises in relationships. When you are not easily shaken by the storms of life, you become a source of strength and stability for those around you. This reliability makes you indispensable, as others come to rely on your steadfast nature. Applying this rule, to maintain and strengthen your inner citadel, regularly engage in practices that fortify your mental and emotional health. This could include meditation, reflective reading, journaling, or engaging in thoughtful discussions. These practices help you stay connected to your core values and maintain clarity of mind. Practical exercise: each day, spend a few moments in quiet reflection or meditation, focusing on a principle of Stoic philosophy such as courage, justice, moderation, or wisdom. Contemplate how you can embody this virtue in your daily interactions. This regular practice helps reinforce the walls of your inner citadel, keeping you grounded in your values. Further application: in your relationships, use the strength of your inner citadel to approach conflicts and challenges from a place of composure and understanding. When disagreements arise, rather than reacting with immediate emotion, draw upon your inner strength to respond thoughtfully and considerately. This approach not only helps resolve issues more effectively but also enhances your influence and importance in the relationship. By maintaining your inner citadel, you cultivate a persona of reliability and depth. Your relationships will be marked by a profound sense of trust and security, as those around you recognize and value your unwavering presence. This makes you not just a participant in your relationships, but a cornerstone. Rule 5. Cultivate commitment. The fifth rule for becoming indispensable in your relationships is to cultivate commitment. This Stoic principle underscores the importance of dedication not only to the relationship itself but also to the growth and well-being of those involved. Understanding commitment: in the Stoic view, commitment goes beyond mere loyalty or the obligation to remain in a relationship. It involves an active engagement and a continuous effort to nurture the bond, encouraging mutual growth and understanding. Commitment is shown in both words and actions. It's a living expression of your value for the relationship. Why it's crucial: commitment establishes a foundation of trust and reliability. When you are deeply committed, it signals to others that they are valued and that their welfare is a priority to you. This depth of dedication fosters a secure environment where open communication and genuine intimacy can flourish. Applying this rule, express your commitment through consistent actions. Be there for the other person not just during moments of joy or convenience but especially through challenges and difficulties. Show that your commitment extends beyond surface-level interactions by actively participating in the resolution of conflicts and the pursuit of shared goals. Practical exercise. Set aside regular times to connect with those you are in relationships with, whether these are romantic partners, family members, or close friends. Use these moments to reinforce your commitment by discussing your future together, reaffirming your support for each other's goals, and celebrating each other's successes. Further application. Extend your commitment to personal integrity and self-improvement. By committing to your own growth, you become a better partner, friend, or family member. Personal evolution is integral to maintaining the health and vitality of your relationships as it keeps you adaptable and responsive to the changing dynamics within any relationship. By cultivating commitment, you embody the role of a dependable, engaged, and proactive participant in your relationships. This deep-rooted commitment makes you indispensable, providing a stable foundation upon which lasting and fulfilling relationships are built.
Conclusion. In our journey through the Stoic principles that make one indispensable in relationships, we have explored the profound virtues of control, judgment, empathy, resilience, and commitment. These rules are not merely strategies. They are transformative practices that enhance our interactions and deepen our connections with others. By understanding the nature of what we can control, embracing objective judgment, practicing deep empathy, maintaining our inner citadel of inner strength, and cultivating unwavering commitment, we build relationships that are not only enduring but also enriching. These principles guide us to become pillars of support, sources of wisdom, and figures of reliability in the lives of those around us. Remember, the path to becoming indispensable in your relationships is a continuous journey of self-reflection and active engagement. It demands consistency, a willingness to grow, and an open heart. Each day provides a new opportunity to apply these Stoic lessons in various aspects of your relationships, ensuring that you not only navigate through life with others, but truly enrich those interactions in meaningful ways. As you move forward, let the wisdom of Seneca and Marcus Aurelius remind you that the strength of your relationships depends much on the strength within you. Cultivate these virtues diligently and watch as your world transforms, not just in how others relate to you, but in how you experience and influence the world around you. Embrace these rules as a part of your life's philosophy, and you will indeed become indispensable, an anchor of stability and a beacon of light to all those fortunate enough to share in your journey. In the mosaic of human experience, the threads that bind us are woven not just with affection but with wisdom. Welcome to a journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, where today, we uncover the secret to becoming indispensable in your relationships. Through the ages, the Stoic masters, Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, taught that the essence of our interactions lies not in mere presence, but in profound significance and mutual growth. In this exploration, we are not merely discussing common relationship advice. We are diving into a deep, philosophical framework that has stood the test of time. Stoicism offers